This is Jeff Sims, quarterback for Georgia Tech, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
Yeah, appreciate it, Mike. Obviously, heartbreaking. Over the years, I got to be very close with Bebe, Demaryius. Means a lot to me, means a lot to my family. Obviously, means a lot to the Georgia Tech football program, past, present, and future. And he's just a special, special person. Obviously was on a recruiting trip last night, and I'm flying back and had Wi-Fi on the plane and started getting, texts from Mike, texts from former teammates of Demaryius. And, obviously nothing confirmed until, we landed. But obviously heartbreaking. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family. We're all thinking of him. And just, I know the whole fan base and the Denver Bronco fan base and everybody that knew Bebe loved him. He was one of the most genuine, well-meaning people I've ever been around. And, the thing that I've been doing, I woke up this morning early like I usually do. And one of the first things I did is I just scrolled through our text message thread and just the conversations, and obviously those will be private, but just getting to know him as a person, from being a recruit to being a player to being an NFL Pro Bowler, and then to just being a friend. It is heartbreaking. It hurts. And I do appreciate all the people that love him, care about him, and my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that knew him and loved him like I did, or like I do. So, questions?
Okay, if you have a question, please use the raise hand function within Zoom, and we'll call on people individually. We'll start with one from Rod McKenzie.
Hey, Rod.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing? It's sort of a hard day, but I remember the first time I saw Bebe he was being recruited. He was out at practice, just laying on the ground, just a really unassuming type of individual, always had a smile on his face. What were your first impressions of him?
Yeah, I mean, I got to know him really well in that space during the recruiting process. And we have an official visit weekend coming up starting this afternoon. And invariably, like we did even when Bebe was being recruited, we'll go to Capitol Grill Saturday night. And that was one of his favorite meals, favorite experiences. And I still remember we have a drink, and to this day, when I was the recruiting coordinator, director of player personnel here back in 2006, and now the head coach for the last 3 years, whenever we go to Capitol Grill, they take all the fruit punches that they have, and they mix them up into this drink, non-alcoholic drink. And we call it the Bebe, and it's just a collection of all their fruit juices poured into a glass. And every time we go, our waitress Melissa serves it to the recruits and make a big deal about it and how special Bebe was. So I know it's been hard. Last night, hearing the news was devastating. This morning, waking up and thinking about it and recollecting fond memories, heartbreaking. But I know tomorrow night when we go to Capitol Grill, that'll probably be the toughest, because I have such fond memories of being there with him, and just the shared experience of recruits getting to talk about Demaryius, talk about Bebe, and how much he loved this place, how much he means to this place. It's obviously going to be a sad moment, but also, have fond memories of being there with him as well.
Kelly Quinlan.
Jeff, Bebe is one of the guys that we saw come back and come to practice and hang out with you guys. And can you talk a little bit about getting to know him in that second part of his life as a pro, and kind of what that relationship was like for you?
Yeah, just the full arc of our relationship, from being a recruit to then following his career as a player here and then in the NFL, and keeping in touch with him, and then coming back here as the head football coach, and having a former Georgia Tech legend who ended up being a NFL Pro Bowler, NFL legend, record setter, for the Broncos, and then he comes back and he has that same joy, that same spirit, that same love of Georgia Tech football. It's special. And I just somebody just sent me a picture of that day that he was here in preseason camp, of us hugging and embracing. And obviously I'll cherish that, but it's heartbreaking at the same time, because I thought so much and I think so much of him and love him.
Allison Mastrangelo from WSB.
Hey, Coach Collins, just to give us some background, how much were you involved in the recruiting process of Demaryius Thomas? And then to follow up with that, just what's a favorite memory that you have of him, whether it was recruiting or just being a part of the Yellow Jackets?
Yeah, just I got here. I think I got here in January during the latter part of it when we were doing official visits, and just became really close. And it was he's such a loving, caring, vibrant personality. And, he's always had that. And, my favorite stories are going to Capitol Grill with him, and just the joy that he would take up. I mean, he walks into a room and it just lights up. There's not a stranger. He makes friends with everybody, from the servers to the hostesses to the other recruits to the coaches' kids, and that's the way his spirit and his energy and his vibe has always been. And he came back around in preseason to be around the guys, and it was that same joyful, playful, giving, selfless attitude that he's always had. And that's the characteristics that I cherish about him and that I love about him.
Ken Segura.
Geoff, I appreciate your time, and I'm sorry for your loss. What were the circumstances that brought him? Did you invite him to come back in August, or did he just, how did that all come about?
Yeah, and I was reading through all of our texts and, talking to him a bunch, and encouraged him to come back and be around the guys. And I'm so glad he did. It was just seeing him, the energy, the bond, the love that he has for this place, and for him to be able to experience that and share that with the guys during preseason. I don't know if y'all were there that day, but it was special. And, he's obviously a great player. And so automatically, guys are drawn to him from that way. But then you see how much he loves this place, how much he just loves the game and being out there on the grass. It's a day that I'll cherish forever.
Are there any additional questions for Coach Collins? Okay, Coach, we'll take one last one from Ken.
Okay.
Geoff, I'm curious, did he ever mention anything to you, like what he was planning to do post football?
We've had conversations. I'll just leave that between us. But I appreciate it, Ken. Thank you, guys.
Coach, if we can, we'll take one more from Maria Martin at Channel 11. I know you have to catch a flight, but we'll catch this last one. So Maria, please go ahead.
Coach, good morning. I apologize for the noise. Just really quickly, and I appreciate you taking this question. It's easy to see what kind of person Demaryius was when you spend time around him. What do you want your players to take away from those moments that they were able to spend with him?
Yeah, just his energy, his positive attitude, how much he loves this place, how much he appreciates his experience here. And then, he's gone on to do great things in his life. And just the joy and what a good person deep down in his heart, and how giving and selfless and caring. And he did it at the highest level, and he did it as well as anybody has ever done it. But he still remains a tremendous person, and a loving, giving, caring, hardworking, positive attitude. And it just, when you're around him, it just exudes from him. And, you can do all those things and have all kinds of success, but still care about others and give to others, and be a positive, energetic person to be around. And that's who Bebe is. And I'm just so fortunate that he made a huge impact in my life, and I'll love him forever.
Coach, thanks so much. Safe travels today.
Yes.
Just for everybody who's still on, I know we've had some requests for other members of our football organization. Unfortunately, today is a recruiting day, so everybody is on the road. We were able to make Coach Collins happen only because his flight got delayed. So everybody's on the road, and when they get back, we're going to have an official visit weekend. So unfortunately, Coach Collins was the only one that we're able to make available today on such short notice. So I apologize for that, but I appreciate everybody's understanding. We will very shortly here be pushing out statements from Coach Collins and from Todd Stansberry on behalf of the athletics department. And if you have any questions or need anything from me, feel free to let me know during the course of the day today.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.